What's going on YouTube? Joe at Rise Event Group here, and today if you're tuning into this video, you're probably a new DJ or a DJ that's trying to make their DJ hobby turn into a profitable business. Today we're going to be covering 5 very important topics that will get you from being a hobby DJ to a professional DJ. Stay tuned. All right. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in. And today's a pretty important topic because it has a lot to do with money. Money. So, obviously, DJing is a phenomenal hobby, job, career, however you're utilizing it. But there's, in my opinion, nothing better than it because it's something you enjoy that actually makes you cash. I have 5 important topics I want to cover today that will get you from a bedroom DJ to a profitable private DJ. Coming in at number 1, experience. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously, the DJ industry, in order to run parties, do parties, so on and so forth, to get those callbacks, the most important thing is knowing what you're doing in order to get that customer or any potential clients that are at that DJ gig to call you back. So, if you're new to this industry, experience doesn't come from a YouTube video. Experience comes from getting out there, whether you are DJing, whether you are not, but getting into this industry and learning about it. I have a recommendation for each and every one of you who have not really broken into that private industry to really, get that experience. My biggest recommendation and something I did for myself was I got right into a local DJ company working as a dancer. Now, obviously, this was about 15 years ago, so no, I'm not one of those creepy guys, but if you're about 16 years old, you just picked up your DJ controller, you want to learn about it, but they won't give you that DJ spot, maybe a dancer, maybe a roadie, even for somebody that's my age now, a roadie, that'll get you into this field of business. You'll learn how each component of DJ equipment works, how to set things up, how to break them down, listening to what that experienced DJ's playing in different scenarios with different crowds. It'll essentially give you everything, the knowledge that you need in order to go out on your own and run these parties. So if you're one of those guys that really was like, I don't really want to be a roadie, I don't really want to do this, I just want to be a DJ, you have to cut that mentality out and get right in there for the experience. It's not forever, it's just something to teach you the way that things are ran. So that maybe down the road, you'll be running your own jobs for that company or running your own jobs for yourself. Experience is key in this industry. Very, very important, because you don't want to go in there going to do Aunt Edna's 60th and you're playing house music. I mean, we've seen TikTok, we've seen these videos, where people are joking around playing house music at a work event or whatever. You need to know the situations. You need to know how things are ran. You need to kind of use your brain, and you can't really figure it out without any experience. It's not the easiest thing in the world to know. But if you're there and you're learning, not DJing, but paying attention to other people, you could grow in this business. And that is a great way to build some experience. Experience is key. So don't forget that. Experience. Now let's come into number 2, exposure. So now once you have that experience down and you feel confident enough to start doing your own jobs, and you got the gear in order to do so. Obviously, we'll get into that, but I'm skipping a step for a second. But the experience is tackled. You kind of been doing this for about a year now. Okay, so now we got to get exposure. We got to get our name out there. How do we do that? Well, you're on YouTube right now, right? YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, social media is one of the biggest keys to success in any business in the world right now. So you want to record yourself, whether you're in your bedroom, cutting up some mixes, doing this, doing that, or you're at a first birthday or a communion and you're doing those, low-level jobs, record everything. Your cell phone has one of the best cameras. Use it. It doesn't matter if it's raging or get like something as little as a mummy wrap. Just record that you're busy. People will notice it. They'll start to see that, oh, my friend does this. Oh, my friend does that. Look, I see him so busy. He's got to be doing something right. He keeps getting all these jobs. Well, guess what? That's going to lead to you getting more work. So do yourself a favor. If you didn't record it, it didn't happen. Record everything. Get it on your social media. Okay? Exposure is key. The other portion of exposure, very important. Taking any type of job is an exposure. Whether you want to do it or you don't want to do it, take that job, because you never know who's going to be at that job that needs a DJ in the next scenario or situation. You could be doing a first birthday that you were really dreading doing, but you end up doing it anyway. And there was a person that has a 16th birthday coming up that was there and liked whatever you were playing. Well, guess what? You just got exposed to a new person. That person may reach out, say, hey, I need a business card. I really like what you did. And then boom, you have the next job. Word of mouth is another big key to exposure in this industry. So I highly recommend you take every job you possibly can, especially in the beginning. Take every job you can, get the experience, and get that exposure. Coming into number 3. Now, number 3 is tricky. It's investing. Investing is something that is highly misconstrued between every DJ, and because this industry has a lot of fun, flashy buttons, a lot of new technology every year at a very high cost. Ladies and gentlemen, please invest your money the right way so that you can make money in this industry. You don't need the newest and hottest controller every year to be a better DJ or a more profitable DJ. I'm going to tell you that right now. What you have, odds are, if it has Serato, it has 4 channels, or whatever software you're using, and it has 4 channels, a microphone input, XLR outputs, that is all you need. You do not need the most expensive new controller, new technology, because odds are you're not even going to know how to use it. If you want to be profitable, spend your money on the mid-range controllers, $1,000 to $1,500. You don't need that $4,000 controller, and you don't want to have to upgrade from a $200 controller. So you kind of want to be in the middle. I'd go with the $1,000 to $1,100, $1,200 controller. That's just your starting point. Now, when it comes to sound, spend, in my opinion. Sound is key. You don't want to blow your speakers. You don't want to have any headaches. You want to get top of the line. Buy nice. Don't buy twice when it comes to sound. Me personally, I use RCF HDM 45As. And in my opinion, the best mobile speaker that money can buy in this industry. You don't even really need a sub with that speaker. I've never seen it clip. I've done as big as 125 to 150 person party with just that, no subs. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'll ever have to replace those within the next 10 years. They are the best money I've ever spent. Obviously, if you don't have that kind of money, you got to kind of look into something a little bit in the lower budget field. Just use YouTube, look into it, ask as million questions, but sound is something I would put more of my money into than a controller all day, any day of the week. Now, getting into the more, okay, I already have sound, I already have a DJ board. Now you want to start upping how much money you're making. Now, obviously, the more gear you own, the more money you can make. So add-ons, things like that aren't on every job, but you could sell it to those clients. What I'm going to say to you is don't buy things that aren't in demand right away. Meaning, if your customers are asking for something, that would be in demand for you. So then maybe invest in it. If it's something that keeps commonly coming up or that you have to keep renting from other DJ companies, maybe you want to invest in that item. Whether it's a photo booth, lighting, dancing on clouds, TVs, so on and so forth. But don't buy it until it's something that you've already sold. So just wait it out. You don't need it right away. Just wait it out, and you will eventually become profitable in it. You invest in that one item. After a couple of jobs, when you sell it, you already paid it off. It doesn't take a long time in this industry to pay off something that you bought that's new. So getting into that, just make sure you're following those guidelines and you'll never put yourself in a hole. Now let's get into sales. Sales is, something that is either somebody's born with it, with that technique of selling things to people or whatever, but selling isn't the hardest thing in the world. You just kind of got to know what that customer is looking for. You kind of want to get an idea of, okay, let me hear what the customer wants before I put my input in. Let me hear what kind of event it is, where it is. Get all your knowledge together, kind of get an idea of what these people are looking for. Are they looking for a club style? Are they looking for, more of a just background kind of music party? There's a million different ways to look at it. Kind of analyze what these people are saying so that you can look like you know what you're talking about in order to recommend things. Like, you don't need to bring CO2 blasters to an 80th birthday surprise party. I mean, unless, like I said, Aunt Edna wants to get crazy. But if it's not recommended, you may kind of look stupid recommending it for something like that. So you kind of want to think about what the customer is telling you, and then you could guide them from there. So sales, it's not the hardest thing in the world, but just use your brain when speaking to a client and advise them in the direction of what you think will work perfect for that party, and you'll be able to make some money by selling them that item. Fifth, and very, very important, professionalism. I can't explain to you how many times I've been to a job where it wasn't my job, and either the DJ is nasty to a client because, the DJ was booked through a company. They don't want to be there. You could see it in their face, or they get nasty with a client. Or take your time, go on Google, type in a company's name, look at their reviews. I guarantee you'll see at least 5 companies that have a negative review about, oh, the DJ didn't do so-and-so, or the MC was, got this wrong, or whatever it is. Try to build a relationship with your customers. Your clients are very, very important because eventually they may return to you. You may not want to do the job that you're doing that day, but they may have that job you want to do next year. You always want to keep that relationship, that professionalism with everybody, because it will benefit you in the long run. You can't live in the now in this industry. You got to live for the future, because people will always call a friend for a favor. If you build a friendship with your clients, you build that professionalism, you use that professionalism to establish a really good relationship with your clients, I guarantee you they will not go anywhere else for any future parties. Whether maybe you had a bad day DJing, that happens. You didn't do that great, but you built that friendship. I'm telling you, when they feel comfortable with you, when they feel like you're their friend, they will always look to you first. Very important. Dress proper. Make sure you speak proper. It's all very, very important. It's not about just playing music. You got to run that job correctly. Professionalism with the staff at the venue. You're going to be at that venue 10 more times, 15 more times, 20 more times. No one knows. But you don't want to have a bad relationship with the staff either. They make your life easier. You want that extra plate of food. Or, maybe the customer didn't pay for a plate for you, but the staff knows you. They bring you a plate of food. Professionalism will get you very far in this industry, and it's one of the most important. You could be the best DJ in the world, play the best music, but if your attitude sucks, you're out. So make sure you're on top of that. So just to kind of wrap this all up, we went over these 5 very important topics, which were experience, exposure, investing, sales, and professionalism. I can't go over anything more important. Okay, those are the keys to making a DJ profitable. You have to know all 5 of these key topics. So make sure you utilize that experience. You know, if you have that DJ company, like I said, use that DJ company to gain experience, whether it's, like I said, a dancer, a roadie, a lighting tech, an MC, whatever they offer you, take it. And like I said with the exposure, social media, word of mouth. Those are the 2 most important things that I can stress about exposing yourself to the general public. Investing, we touched on, don't spend your money stupidly. Invest in things that are going to generate you money. Okay? Just make sure that whatever you're purchasing is going to benefit you. Don't waste it on the new flashy stuff. Okay? We spoke about sales, how important, selling those products can be, but you need to have the knowledge on what your customers are looking for. Obviously, there's way more we could get into, but that's just kind of shrinking it all down. And obviously, we went over professionalism. So, ladies and gentlemen, be professional. Follow these 5 steps, and I can almost guarantee you this will bring you one step closer to being a profitable DJ in this industry. Guys, I appreciate you watching this video. I appreciate you tuning in. If you can, subscribe down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you agree with everything that I put down in this video, comment down below. If I'm missing anything, let me know. I appreciate you guys. See you on the next one.